Hi everyone, welcome back. I am just Shani, and today we're going to be watching scary TikTok story times. Go ahead and check out the product of the day and check out the merch, honey. Product of the day and the merch is in the link in the description. Don't forget to check it out. Click it, click it, click it, click it, click it, click it.
Growing up, one of my best friends had to convince me to stay the night at her house because, bitch, her place was scary. Like, I already had enough haunted shit going on in my own home. Why would I want to go to yours and experience your unknowns? However, she would convince me, normally with a hot pocket. Big bad. No, but like when she would convince me, I would have to set up rules. Like, one, I couldn't go to the kitchen or to the restroom by myself, and two, I had to fall asleep first and then she could fall asleep. You're not going to the dream world and leaving me awake, bitch. Sometimes I would try to go to sleep and then I would hear her snoring. I'm like, wake the fuck up, you did not just leave me here alone. So there were times in our house that we would be like about to fall asleep and you just hear like clawing against her like walls. Those clawing noises were not even as bad compared to the other thing that I experienced there. So there was one time where I stayed at her house, and again, we're teenagers, so I was waiting for my mom to come pick me up. It was just me and her at her house because their family had left and we were just waiting for my mom to come. So we are in her room and I hear a knock at the door, so I was like, oh, don't walk me, I'll just see myself out. But when I get to the door, there's no one. My mom's not even outside, and I didn't want to wait out there in the heat, so I was like, well, fuck it, let me go back to her room. To get to her room, I had to walk through a hallway like this and then turn left. So it was a longer hallway to the left. Once you got to that little fork where you had to turn left, there was like a big picture frame there. So as I'm walking and I'm about to turn left to her room, I stop because I look at the picture frame, and from the glare of the picture frame, I can see me, but I can also see a little girl behind me. Like, I can make out details. It was like she was shorter. It was a little girl because their hair was down and straight. But when I turned around, because I thought it was like her little sister, there was no one there. And at that moment, I also remembered that her entire family had left, so nobody was there except for my friend. Bitch, I did not make it to her room. I turned the fuck around and I went straight outside to wait for my mom. Like, literally, I did not give a fuck about that heat then. So as I'm waiting out there, and I want to say 10 minutes have passed and my mom was still not there, I see my friend come to the door and she's like, what the fuck? What are you still doing here? Because she thought I left. I didn't go back to the room, so she thought that that door knock was my mom and I had left my mom. So when she saw me outside her front door, she's like, what the fuck are you doing here still? So I tell her then and there, like, I fucking saw a little girl there, your family's not here. And she's like, and you just fucking left me in there alone? I sure fucking did. Yes, I did. They're your ghosts, so you keep them. But that wasn't even the worst one. So she did this without me. My friend, for whatever reason, went exploring in her attic and she found attic? Anyway, she found like those really big and old camcorders, like the video recorders, and we thought it was gonna be a great idea to set it up in her living room and see if we catch anything. We were in our ghost adventure era, okay? So we set it up at nighttime when we were about to go to sleep, and we were just gonna check it in the morning, right? So in the middle of the night, I got a little hungry and I got a little hungry and I was like, let's go get food. And she said, okay. But I was like, wait, because we knew everybody was asleep. It was the middle of the night and a bitch was scared. And I was like, okay, let's go. But you walk behind me in case there's a ghost. Because that little girl was behind me that one time. So I was like, fuck that. My friend's gonna go behind me. I'm gonna go in front of her and we're gonna make it safe. I think at that moment, we kind of forgot that the camera was recording because we were just like bullshitting all night and going to get a snack. So we go get food, come back to her room and go to sleep. And then in the morning, we're like, oh fuck, the camera, let's go see if we caught anything. I wish we had the recording still. You should see that fucking recording. So nothing really happens throughout the entire night except for when we decided to go to the kitchen. Let me remind you, I had asked my friend to go behind me because I didn't want the ghost to be behind me. I was gonna be scared. In the recording, as we're fucking watching, you see a little like boy in front of me behind the little boy, and my friend behind me who was supposed to be protecting me from the fucking ghost. And we were like, wait, no, like, what if it's a shadow? It was a tiny, you can make out like the silhouette of a little boy, and we were like, wait, what if it's the shadows? But then we rewound the tape, played it again, it wasn't a shadow, because you could see that little boy and then you see both of our shadows like next to us, and it wasn't one of us, and it was the scariest thing I ever seen in my life. I think it was only scary because it like confirmed that there was something there. This is probably why I never want to record at my mom's house, because if I actually see what I had seen like in front of me on camera where I can show everybody, how am I supposed to walk back in there? Anyway, you would think that shit would have stopped us from like loving scary movies or like the paranormal or playing with the Ouija board in the middle of the night. No, it didn't stop us. But it definitely was one of the scariest things that I've experienced, because what are the odds that I'm telling her to go behind me because I'm scared? Meanwhile, little kid in front of me that we never saw. I believe that she also had experiences at her house. I think we should convince her to make a video and tell us what the fuck happened, because I vaguely remember her telling me something about, I think she was taking a shower and she saw like, I don't know. I will try to tag her in the caption or in the comments so that we can all convince her to make a video of what she saw.
Honey, what? She said, that's your ghost, ho. That's your ghost. Left her there like, you ain't tell me. You just gonna leave me in there. You gonna sit out here in the hot boo. I thought you was gone. I didn't scare myself seeing you out here like, who is she? Girl, the fact that it happened, you just see the little girl and you decide to come back for a sleepover. I'm not that friendly. I don't like people that much. Friendship is not that valuable for me. Just for me. I'm not coming back over your house if something scary happened, honey. No. I experienced something scary, so I'm going to just come back. And we're going to look at this videotape. We're going to set the videotape. But I already know stuff is happening here. So we're going to set it up so I can see it. Girl. I don't know. I don't know. I guess you're a good friend, because I wouldn't. It sounded like you went back again. Y'all play with a Ouija board? You wildin'. You wasn't that scared. You wasn't that scared.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we were just running in the, like, not running. I'm running now. We were just walking in this park back there, which looks really scary. And we saw like how do you describe it, Mom?
Laying on the ground from animals.
Was it like have you heard of those things called the skin crawlers?
No, that's pretend, isn't it?
I don't know, but it says they disguise themselves as animals, and like they lay on the ground.
I know, but that was weird.
That was weird. It was laying on the ground and its eyes like lit up.
No.
What? Did you not see the eyes?
Bruh, she looked terrified. That is so my mom. I was like, what? We're gonna rationalize this. You wilding out. You see too many scary movies. What are you doing? Like, no, it wasn't that. Her mom was all the way back there. She didn't low-key left her mom out of breath. She was like, we. I was like, who is we? My mom was back there. Her mom was just like, it was an animal. It was a dark animal. Glowing eyes? What glowing eyes? Your mom is laughing. Like, you're wilding out. You should not be this scared. That sounds like my mom, because I be on that interview. I'd be like, Mom, what was that? What was that? What was that? She was just like, calm down. Calm down. Wow, friend. It sounded like you left it looked like you left your mama. Like, why y'all walking in dust? In dust. Why y'all, it's about to be nighttime. Y'all walking in the park, honey, by yourself. Ain't nobody else in that park. That lets you know a lot. That lets you know a lot.
There's a specific reason why us Caribbeans and Africans, growing up, they tell us not to eat at strangers' house. Not to eat at anybody's house, to be honest. That was so embedded in me that till this day, I will not eat at people's house. Not only is it because that not everybody is clean, but it's also because that you don't know what that person put in that food. Scary story time. So there was this guy, let's call him Leo. So Leo had this friend, and this was like his best. He told her, hey, you've had a lot to drink. And she's like, I don't care. Drunk minds speak sober thoughts. I'm telling you the truth. So what's up? Like, and Leo's like, I'm sorry. You're my best friend's sister, and I really don't look at you that way. I'm sorry. I love you. I got love for you, but it's just not that way. And so Julie starts crying because now she's embarrassed. And she's still drunk, so she's like in tears. She's screaming, she's throwing things. And at this point, party's over, everybody's going home. And so Leo goes home, he apologizes to Sam, and Sam is like, you have nothing to apologize about. Like, she should have known by now that you didn't see her like that. And so the next day, he gets a phone call from Julie, and he was very hesitant about answering, but he answered anyway. He picks up the phone, and immediately, she is super apologetic. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I got drunk. I should have never acted that way. I want to make it up to you. Please come over the house. I'm cooking today. I will make you a plate. And I promise you this will never happen again. Like, I will never bring it up again. I respect your wishes and your decisions and your boundaries. Please, I'm so sorry. And so this is kind of like a weight lifted off his shoulder, because he didn't want things to start being weird with him and his best friend and going over there, because he would always go over there. And so before he left, his mom had cooked. And his mom is like, hey, eat before you leave. And he's like, help him, I mean. And that's when, like, she woke up. And he's like, no, Ma, I'm fine. I just came from, Sam's house. Julie had made me some food. And so he finally explained to her what happened the night before. And immediately she's like, don't eat that food. He's like, what do you mean? Like, everybody ate the food. And she's like, did she make your plate? He's like, yeah. And she's like, do not touch that food. I don't know what it is, but I can feel that you're not supposed to eat that food. As a matter of fact, bring the food to me. And so that's what he did. He brought the food to his mom. And his mom is like, if I'm right, I don't ever want you to go over there anymore. I'm not saying don't be.
So usually when I put her in my videos, YouTube is like, no copyright. So I'm gonna just give y'all a summary just in case. So she was telling a story about how these two guys, they were best friends. One of the guys had a little sister that liked the friend, and she confessed to her love, and he was just like, no, you good, you like a little sister to me, like you're my best friend, little sister. She was drunk, but literally drunk, and was crying because she was drunk and all this stuff. So the next day she feels bad, was like, come over, I'm gonna cook you something. And he went over her house and didn't eat the food but took it home. And his mom had a bad dream about he was sinking and she couldn't save him, and he told his mom all about what happened the day before, and was like, yeah, she made me something to eat. And she was like, oh, don't eat that food. Did she make it? She made it just for you. Don't eat that food. So later on in the day, magnets gathered in the plate, and the mom was just like, okay, like, I told you, don't eat the food, don't ever go back over there anymore. Like, you can be friends with oh boy, but cut ties with the sister. So just in case, it deleted that. That's what happened. Friend, whoa. Because I'm not eating. I've never ate at somebody's house. Even when babysitting, like, even if I was there the whole entire day, I'm not eating anything. I'm bringing my food with me. Like, and I probably still won't eat because it's just, I don't know. That's just how I was. I was shy or whatever. I don't know. It's the eating thing. I don't know what that was. But, good looking out, Mom. Because, whoa, like, she had bad feelings about that before you even left to go over there. She was like, you need to eat. You need to eat before you go over there, and don't eat over there. Basically, she just knew. She saved you, bruh. That was probably a love spell that she didn't put on you. Like, she probably obsessed with you for real. It was just like, oh, I'm gonna get him. Oh, I'm gonna get him. Yeah, friend, your mom saved you, because that's what? Wow. It was just a day. It wasn't like it was days the food was left out. That was the same day it was freshly made. She cooked it that day. Like, what? Nope. You just got saved. Subscribe.